All right, good evening, everybody. If you can hear me clearly, type Y in the chat box. You can hear me clearly, type Y in the chat box. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. My name is Brandon Ivey. I am a global with Shopping Sherlock, and thank you for taking time out of your schedule to hear about a business that if you choose to take advantage of it, I tell you, it will change your life. And also, congratulations, because 80% of success is showing up. This is one things that most people don't understand, and it is also the most difficult part of any business and the easiest. It's the one thing that we all have control over, showing up. Everybody wishes for more, but they don't want to do the things necessary to get more. So congratulations on deciding that there might be an opportunity and I need to do something different. So instead of watching Thursday night football, I'm going to hear about a business opportunity that's going to have me make every single day as a Friday. How about that? Now, my background in this industry, I've been in this business for 15 years, going on 16 years now, this industry. I've had a lot of failures, but I've had some success. And those successes allowed me to walk off my job and retire by the age of 36 years old. And I don't say that to impress you, but to impress upon you that my background is not much different from yours. I was taught that if I want to have financial freedom in America, there's a couple of things that I must do. That's go to school, get good grades, and get a good, safe, secure job. A job that will take care of me for the rest of my life. And that's exactly what I did. I graduated from Morehouse College in Atlanta, Georgia. I went on to have a nice corporate career going, but due to no fault of my own, I was laid off from my job. And if you've ever been laid off from your job, you know exactly how that feels. And if you haven't, I guarantee you know somebody who has. And chances are you're putting in more time, more hours, and more effort. And you better not even ask for a raise because you're lucky to have a job in the first place. Let's talk about those lucky few. The federal government states that 97% of all Americans will retire broke, depending on family, government, and friends by the age of 65. 97%. We have 10,000 baby boomers retiring a day, a trend that will continue for the next 10 years. So I don't need to convince you that the economy is not doing so well right now. You see it in your day-to-day lives. But there's also another factor. You already know that you must secure another form of income coming in, but what business do you choose? There's so many out there. It's hard to find the right one for you. So there's a certain criteria that you're looking for when you're looking for a business. So as you listen to this presentation, there's some key questions that you're going to want to ask yourself, and I'm going to answer. Is there a need for whatever it is I'm going to share with you? What is in it for you? How does it work? Will it last? Who's going to help me? And what is the next step? Now let's talk about the internet, because that is what we're taking advantage of. The internet isn't a fad. It is a platform for evolution and communication, commerce, and culture. How many of you was on the internet 20 years ago? Type me in the chat box. 20 years ago. I wasn't. How about 10 years ago? Type the number 10 if you're on the internet 10 years ago. As a matter of fact, type in how many years ago was it that you first jumped on the internet. I have a 91-year-old grandmother. She's on the internet right now. Imagine that. I remember a time where she didn't even want to be using the microwave. She uses that religiously. But the internet is not going away. It's not, no matter what we may think, the internet is here to stay. In fact, it is going to be so important in our lives over the next 10 years that if the internet were to go down, it would plunge us back into the dark ages. How many of you would be able to survive without the internet for a week? Not too many. Facebook went down for 5 minutes and people were calling 911 emergency. That's not a joke. That's the truth. People called 911 because Facebook went down for a couple of minutes. So it is changing the way we communicate in commerce and culture. There's also no secret that a lot of money is being made on the internet. No secret at all. Have you ever heard of these guys? Sergey Brin, Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, Google, Facebook, and Amazon. Multi-billion-dollar companies, but what's the one thing that they all have in common besides having a multi-billion-dollar business on the internet? They give their platform away for free. I want you to remember that. They give it away for free. And in a bad economy worldwide, they have built multi-billion-dollar empires. We're gonna talk about that because we copied their business model. How would you like to make money on the internet just like the big guys do? Introducing to you the next giant web innovation is called Shopping Sherlock. We find you the best deals on items that you're gonna buy online anyway. You see, 97% of consumers now go online to research different products and services in their local area. Why is that important? Well, someone came up to me and said, Brandon, you need to get into the coffee business. I said, well, I don't drink coffee. He said it doesn't matter because 70% of the planet drinks coffee. That's true. But is there a need for Shopping Sherlock? 97% of the planet are consumers, and they go online to research different products and services. We're taking advantage of something called e-commerce. This is the greatest economic shift in wealth in the history of mankind. The fastest growing industry on the planet. And the sad thing about that is most people have no idea that it is taking place. We're all participating in it, but we have no idea it's taking place. I'll give you another hint. How many of you paid attention to Apple's announcement a couple of days ago, where they announced the launch of their iPhone 6 and their iWatch? Now, I was watching the news, and all the news talked about was the iPhone 6 with the bigger screen and better memory and better battery life and all the cool things it can do with health. And then the iWatch, which is revolutionary. I heard all that. They spent 90% of their coverage was about that. But do you know the one thing that was also announced that's more important than anything else that was said? It was called Apple Pay. Apple Pay. All the millionaires and billionaires, that's what they paid attention to because it is a new industry. What they are doing now is saying you're now going to be able to make purchases without money, without cash on hand, and without a credit card on hand. See, when you walk out of your door, there's three things that you take with you: your phone, your keys, and your wallet. Your smartphone is now going to take the place of both your keys and your wallet. You're going to be able to make purchases just by pointing your phone at the scanner. That's e-commerce, ladies and gentlemen. No longer do you have to put gas in your car and drive down to your local stores. You can just open up your smart device and make purchases without leaving your couch. As a result, men are now outpacing women when it comes to shopping. How is that possible? Well, women love to, go in the car and go shopping and look at the dress and try it on and touch and smell and feel things. A man, we don't like to do that stuff. It takes up too much of our time. But while you're sitting at home on the couch watching Thursday Night Football, and when a commercial comes on, no longer do you have to go into the car and drive down to wherever store is selling that item. You pull out your smartphone, and a couple of clicks away, you buy the item, and it's going to be delivered to you within 24 hours, and you never left the couch. That's what's taking place with e-commerce. E-commerce is a $1 trillion industry, growing at 20% a year. In fact, it's growing bigger than 20%. Because over the next couple of years, it's going to be a $5 trillion industry. $5 trillion industry. If we just had 1/2 of 0.5%, we're still a multi-billion-dollar company. We don't need to have it all. Just a percentage of the market penetration. A 0.5%. One thing the CEO was talking to me about, He said, when I look at Asia, when I look at China, for example, if we had just 1% market penetration in China, that's 6 million customers. You guys realize that's 6 million customers. Cha-ching, right there alone. Awakening the mobile giant within. I'm going to use Facebook as an example. See, in December 2011, 100% of all Facebook revenue was generated by desktop computers, meaning you had to be home and on your computer. That's how Facebook made its money. 2.5 years later, 59% of all revenue for Facebook is being generated through the mobile device, so much so that Facebook is now considering themselves a mobile company. Their mobile app is their company. And we are a little over a week away from launching our very own Shopping Sherlock mobile app. Features that have shop comparison, daily deals, flights, hotels, price scanner, branding, coupons, invite system. This is going to revolutionize the company. As a matter of fact, I look at it as the last 2 years of this company has been nothing but pre-launch, getting ready for this day. Why? Because everybody has a mobile app. I read an article that stated college women spend 10 hours a day on their mobile phones. Men spend 8 hours. The other 2 hours is chasing the women. But women spend 10 hours. College women. So you factor in they're only 24 hours in a day. They've got to sleep. They've got to eat. They've got to go to class. And the rest of the time is spent with their face on their mobile app. We have a unique state-of-the-art invite feature where if you sign up a customer, and this is a very, very important key because I asked this question before I joined a company. Would I use the product even if I wasn't getting paid or if I wasn't a part of the company? That's very important because if the answer is no, and I join the company, who are going to be my customers? The only customers is me, myself, and I. Who am I going to sell it to? But if I would use the product, even though I wasn't in the company, that means others would as well. That means I have a large customer base to actually sell this product to. The next question on that is, would I give the product away, or better yet, would I share the product with others, even if I wasn't getting paid? Well, what do you mean, Brandon? Well, there's millions of apps out there. Candy Crush, Guess-A-Roo, all those apps out there. And how do they get their customers? Do they spend millions of dollars on commercials about mobile apps? It's not feasible, right? There's no time to have a million commercials about all the apps out there. It's based on word of mouth marketing. They expect you to share the app with other people free of charge. Think about that. You may share the app to 5,000 people. How much money are you getting paid to do so? Not a lot of money, right? But is that going to stop you from sharing the app with other people? No. And so if you sign up a customer and your customer shares their app with 5,000 people, 5,000 people, and then they share it with their 5,000 people, you now will have thousands of customers right around the world, and you're going to be able to track your entire customer base on customers you didn't even sign up. The Sherlock helps save both time and money for our users 5.6 million times, and that's nothing because over the next couple of years, that's going to be 5.6 billion times. The company is 2 years old. We've been on profit since our second month in business. We're a debt-free company. CEO's name is Mr. Michael Weeder. He's an internet guru, years of success in online expos, funded and consulted for other network marketing companies. From January to June of 2014, we matched all of our revenue of 2013. We're on pace to more than triple our revenue by the end of this year for all of last year. The month of September right now, we're tracking 30% ahead of August. And it's only the 11th right now. We're already 30% ahead of August. We have not even gone through hypergrowth yet. We're backed by Laurel Langmeyer. She's known as the Millionaire Maker. She's had best-selling author of 5 books. She's been on a movie called The Secret. She's an investor, co-owner, and affiliate with Shopping Sherlock. She's also going to be a guest speaker at our international convention in London next week. Now, what does the Sherlock actually do? Contrary to popular belief, we are not a shopping website. You don't actually buy anything from Shopping Sherlock. We're more closely related to Google. And I'm sure everybody has used Google before. So what happens when you use Google, when you type something in? 4 million or 404 million hits pop up. How many of you have time to go past the first or second page? I know I never go past the first or second page. But does Google bring up the cheapest price on whatever it is you're looking for? No. Google brings up to you the most popular websites, the websites with the most internet traffic, and the websites that have spent the most money on advertising dollars. Google does not bring up to you the cheapest price. So here comes Shopping Sherlock. What does Sherlock actually do? The Sherlock will search the entire internet to find you the best price on whatever it is you're looking for and price compare. It saves you time and money. So don't Google it, Sherlock it. We're going to have a bunch of t-shirts with that. Here's a couple of examples. Have you ever needed print cartridges before? If you have a computer at home, you probably have a printer. Let's say you get these print cartridges. Office Depot, online, $71.49. Sherlock did and got it for $13.99. That's a savings of $57.50 savings. What about golf clubs? The Nike Store VR Pro driver, $479. We Sherlocked it, found a store called Global Golf, $149.99. It's the same exact golf club. This is not hand-me-down. This is not, swap meet products. $330 savings, 69% savings. We save the average household $150 to $300 a month on items that they're going to buy anyway. What about Michael Kors? Macy's had an online sale for $219. We Sherlocked it, got it for $134 plus free shipping. $85 savings. It's the same exact coat. We even have other savings here. We have something called the Shopping Sherlock Cashback Toolbar. With this toolbar, you only need to download it one time onto your computer. One time. And every time you log on to the website, or any website for that matter, the Sherlock's going to go to work. So let's say you want to go to VerizonWireless.com, and I just did this today. I upgraded my wife's phone, she's on Verizon, from the Samsung Galaxy S3 to the S5. I need to do that real quick because she already had her eyes set on the iPhone 6. Nah, you're not getting the iPhone 6. Maybe next year when a better version comes out. It's the first version of that. But I got her the Samsung Galaxy S5. 18.75% cash back just by going to the website. What about Walmart? Do you or do you know anybody who shops at Walmart? How would you like to have 3% cash back from shopping at Walmart? Something that you would do anyway. What about Best Buy? 4.5% cash back from Best Buy. I bought my wife a laptop from Best Buy. Where's my son? He's not roaming around. My son's birthday's coming up. I'm going to be buying him a laptop. From where? I'm going to Sherlock it. I know where I want it. I want to let it take me to Best Buy, and I'm going to get cash back for doing so. We also have, in the United States, other deals here. We have cell phone service, prepaid, unlimited talk, text, and web. No contract, no credit check, no deposit. Anywhere between $29 and $59 a month. Unlimited talk, text, and web is on the AT&T network. We also have home services, cable, internet, home phone. That's called the triple play for as low as $75. You just put in your zip code and your address, and it will search to find the best deal in your area. For example, in Los Angeles, I have Verizon Fios, Charter Communications, and Time Warner Cable. So it will search those to find you the best deal. Now, as an affiliate, you can benefit even more. There's only two things we do here. We share the product for free. That's right. We give it away for free. I know someone was asked, how much does this cost? How much does it cost for me to use the Sherlock? Nothing. We give it away for free. You don't have to have special skills to do this. You don't have to be a guru. You don't have to go to college. Doesn't matter your race, religion, sex, or creed. None of the isms matter. Can you give something away for free? Yes. And as they benefit, so do you. I'll give you an example. People say, how did Facebook become a multi-billion-dollar company when they don't actually sell anything? How'd that happen? Because they're getting paid for people coming onto Facebook every single day. Advertisers are paying Facebook for access to their list. And with over 1 billion users worldwide, the average active Facebook account is worth $2 to Facebook. Think about that. If you have 1 billion active users and they're getting $2 per customer, cha-ching! In North America, it's actually $6 per active customer. And when I say active customer, that just means how many of you guys are on Facebook at least 30 minutes a day? That's active to Facebook. And when you're not on Facebook, they'll send you messages saying, hey, your friends want to hear from you. Log back into Facebook. Well, when the Sherlock first got started, it was only worth 6 cents per active Sherlock. A year ago, when I got started in the Sherlock, it was worth $1.30. Today, it's at $2 per active Sherlock. Our goal is to have it at $4 per active Sherlock. So let's say you have 50 customers, and they're all actively using the Sherlock, meaning not that they're actively making purchases, the fact that they're actively doing searches. Hey, I want to look up the iPhone 5. I want to look up print cartridges. I want to look up the Michael Kors clothes. I want to look up a dishwasher. I want to look up car parts. No matter whatever it is you're searching, that's what we're getting paid for. Other companies are paying us to bring them customers. And the more people buy, the higher the value of the Sherlock raises. That's how it's going to get to $4 per Sherlock. Can you imagine getting $200 a month on 50 customers? The mobile app launches next week. Can you imagine hitting the invite friend feature, inviting 5,000 friends, 2,000 of them are actively using it every month, and you're making $4,000 a month, and you didn't sign up a single person in the business? You guys shouldn't be able to sleep at night if you do these figures. I can't sleep at night when I think about this. I can't wait till next week. But it's going to rise. It's going to be more than $4 per active Sherlock. Now, all references to income implied or stated through this document and the Shopping Sherlock comp plan does not guarantee any level of income or earnings to any affiliate. Earnings from the Shopping Sherlock comp plan depend solely on web app usage, sales, and each affiliate's skill, ability, and personal application. And there's more than 9 ways that we get paid. I just showed you one way. By giving away the Sherlock for free. As people save time and money, you get paid without signing up a single person in the business. But what is the cost of joining our business? Again, this is not a job. This is a business. The cost is one-time $249 setup fee. That's less than the cost of your smartphone right now. I guarantee you the iWatch costs more. In fact, I know it's over $300 for the iWatch. Is that iWatch making you any money? No. But for $249, you can have your own business that's going to give you tax benefits. The monthly is only $34.95 a month. That's less than the cost of your smartphone. I'm sorry, less than the cost of your monthly cell phone bill. The smartphone for 34 bucks? Some places, yeah. That's $1.15 a day. Everybody can afford that. That's less than your daily cup of coffee. So we wanted to make sure that we eliminate anybody's excuse by saying they can't afford to do the business. If you can't afford the 249, you really need to do this business and find the money. This is a worldwide international business positioned in the greatest and fastest growing industry ever on the planet. How can I back that up? There's a company called Alibaba. You might not have heard of them, but they are going public in the United States. And when they do, it will be the largest IPO in U.S. history. And what industry are they in? E-commerce. All the proof is right there. Now, here's another way we get paid by leveraging yourself. You have somebody that says, Brandon, I saved over $700 on car parts using the Sherlock. How do I join the business so I can share this with other people and get paid? Well, for every 2 Sherlock systems you sell, you're going to get a $100 fast start bonus. We only have 2 teams, Team 1 and Team 2. So for every 2 Sherlock systems you sell, you're going to earn $100. There's no limit to how many Sherlock systems you can sell. I personally have over 100 of them myself. But what happens if you enroll more than 2? Well, you create spillover. The next person falls underneath one of your 2 people, and so on and so on and so on. That's going to be tremendous for your business. But what happens when you have more than 2? See, for every 2 you have on your left and your right that pay their $249 to get started, you're going to earn a $50 cycle bonus. You say, well, Brandon, that's not a lot of money. 4 people signed up. Understand that we get paid through infinity. Infinity. So it doesn't matter if those 2 on your left and your right are at the top or all the way at the bottom. You still get paid. This company pays out 68% on every dollar that comes into the door. At 2 years old, we've already celebrated our first $1 million earner. We're close to celebrating our next $1 million earner. And over the next couple of years, we're going to be paying out the highest commissions in the entire industry. How do we know this? Again, if we look at other companies, we look at what other top leaders are earning, we take their same production, throw it into our system, and they probably will be doubling their income off the same amount of work. Now, here's something that's called the power of 4. See, when you pay $249 to get started, we want you to make that money back as fast as possible. The number one reason why people quit or fail in a home-based business is because they think that they spent more money than they actually made. You know what? That might have been so maybe 10 years ago. I think today it is because people never stick around in a company long enough. They're always jumping ship from one company to the next. But at least I want to eliminate the cost factor. If you enroll 2 people in the business, you just made $100. If you enroll 2 more people, you just made $200. But now you have 2 on the left and 2 on the right. You just got a $50 cycle bonus. So you just made $250 by selling 4 Sherlock systems. You want to do this your first week in the business. Get in the black. So people say, hey, have you made any money with that? Yeah, I made my money back already. I'm in the black now. Everything I do is a profit. Really? Yeah. Power of 4. So you turn around and help those 4 people do exactly what you did. Enroll 4 people into the business. And then they duplicate the same thing. In a matter of weeks, duplicating this process of everybody doing it their first week in the business, you're going to break 4 figures a month residual income. Just by duplicating 4, getting 4, getting 4. You're also going to start getting promoted in the company. Our team in Japan followed this concept. It was amazing to watch. It was like a machine. I was looking at the report. That person got 4. That person got 4. That person got 4. That person got 4. And as a result, they promoted 3 globals in a matter of months. You say, what's a global? You're about to find out. But let's look at another way we get paid as far as residual income. After you pay your $249, you're now paying $34.95 a month. Well, for every 2 on the left and 2 on the right that pay the $34.95, you're going to get a $10 cycle bonus. $10 cycle bonus. Every 2 on the left, 2 on the right. Again, that's also down through infinity. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a marathon and not a sprint. This is not a business where you want to come in and say, oh, I've got to stop the repo on my car next week. No, this is a legitimate business that takes time to grow. And if you put your head down and grow your business over the next few years, you'll be making more money than everybody around you because we get paid through infinity. You never know who's going to join your team. I sit on top of all of Japan, and the person who signed up in Japan fell on my 20th level. 20th level. You never know what's going to happen. Now, our ladder of success is like this. We all start off as an affiliate. The first position is called Star Affiliate. You must have 5 Sherlock customers and enroll 2 people in the business, or in other words, sell 2 Sherlock customers, or 2 Sherlock systems. By doing that, you're a Star Affiliate. You can earn now up to $2,000 a week on the 50 and the 10 cycle bonuses. And I'm going to make you your very own promo video. Congratulations to Gwen Ellis and Andrew Zambetti for hitting Star Affiliate, and I made them their promo videos already as well. The next position is called a Power Affiliate. You must have 20 Sherlock customers and have a total of 4 Sherlock sales personally. When you do this, something amazing happens. Not only are you going to get paid on all the Sherlock customers that you have, but you're also going to get a 20% check match on all the Sherlock customers, the people you personally enrolled, also signed up, which again is amazing when this mobile app launches. You go on a campaign to help everybody on your team that you personally enrolled to get 500 Sherlock apps out there in the world. You're making 20% on all of those. Also, if you do it in your first 15 days, you're going to get a $200 bonus. And now you can earn up to $3,000 a week. The next position is a game changer. The next position is called Global. Global. As a global, you're now in a position to earn up to $20,000 a week on the 50 and the $10 cycles. You're going to get a $2,000 bonus if you hit that position in your first 180 days. The 3 people in Japan did that in their first 180 days. All 3 of them got a $2,000 bonus check. You're also going to get a 20% check match, meaning you're not going to get just a 20% on the people you personally enroll, and I'm talking on the 50 and the $10 cycles now. You're going to get a 20% on every single person on your team until the next global hits. So if somebody on your team cycles for $50, you just made $10. When they cycle for the residual for $10, you just made $2. 20%. So if you say, you know what, Brandon, how many people would I need to earn at least $10,000 a month? Well, if you help 600 people on your team earn $100 a month each, that's $20 per person. That's $12,000 a month for you. The 20% check match will be around 50% of your income. But I've got something that's even better than that. The company has set aside 2.5% for all the globals in the company, meaning you're no longer considered an affiliate. You're considered an owner of the company. So when, not if, but when this becomes a billion-dollar company, all of the globals are worth $25 million combined. I loved it a couple of weeks ago when the CEO said, you guys got to understand, we have $100 million in revenue. The current globals right now that are active, that's that's a $250,000 check each. Let me say that again. Each. $250,000. That's amazing. Here's something else. $25 million combined as the globals, but that's not even the top position of the company. You're now a co-owner, and we have I see two globals on the line right now. I want to bring up first the one from the Philippines. That's right, all the way from the Philippines. I know I'm calling him on the spot, but I don't know if he has his microphone or not. His name is Mr. Willie Davis. Willie, I unmuted you. If you're there, can you share with us a few words on what it's like to be a global with Shopping Sherlock? I know I'm really catching him off guard. All right, that's no problem. I want to bring up our other global right here in the United States from North Dakota, Mr. Rod Doctor. Rod, can you share with us what it's like to be a global?
Absolutely, Brandon. Great call, by the way. It's an incredible opportunity to be a global with Shopping Sherlock. Like you said, we get a 20% check match on all the cycle bonuses, not only the usage income, but the cycle bonuses as well. The 10s and the 50s that are coming in from everybody on your team, everybody in your organization, all the way down to the next global power, including that global power. That's off the charts. It really is. You know, I've been in the industry for a little over 20 years now, and I have not seen anything that's paid down below 10 or 15 levels. And I've only seen a couple of those. Most of them, they only go down to 7 levels deep. Talking to somebody here today about a new company that just launched not too long ago, and all they do is pay down 7 levels. You know, that's antiquated compensation plan. It really is. When we are able to share a free digital product, changing people's lives, and something they're already doing, you know, all we have is the tool. We have a free tool that they use to do what they're doing anyway. And when they use it, we get paid. It's incredible. Such an opportunity with our launch of our mobile app coming out here the 20th, this next weekend, over in the London Convention. It's going to be incredible. Like you say, that invitation, invite your friends, invite everybody on Facebook. You know, not everybody's going to jump on it because people are people. But wow, you know, if you get 100, 200, 300, 400 of them, whatever, X amount of them, and they share it with their friends and they share it with their friends, just think of how that's going to spiral and how that's going to get payback to you down the road. It is an incredible long-term growth in this industry. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Rod, for sharing that. And you are, I got to tell you guys this, you have to understand what it means to be a global. There is no company out there, it doesn't matter how great their compensation plan is, none of them can offer what we're offering you if you become a global. We're giving you ownership of the company. We're giving you equity in the company. Equity. What happens to those who had equity when Facebook went public? Or when WhatsApp got bought out by Facebook? What's going to happen to all the employees of Alibaba, Microsoft, Apple? This is huge. This is retirement. In fact, Forbes magazine came out with an article last week that stated the new retirement plan for the baby boomers, they should look into having a home-based business, network marketing. This is the wave of the future. It said that the entire industry is poised for explosive growth. The entire industry, and we are at the forefront of that before it even takes place. And global's not even the top position. The top position is called diamond. Diamond. As a diamond, you get everything that a global gets, but you get a raise. You're not going to get a 30% check match on your entire organization. 30% check match. And when a global hits, the global's now getting 20, but you're going to get a 10% check match through infinity below the globals. I'll give you an example. I'll use Willie Davis as an example. Willie is a global in the Philippines. He's the first, but he's not going to be the last. So when new globals pop on his team in the Philippines, once he becomes a diamond, he's going to get a 10% check match on every single person. There's going to be people, or we already do have people earning thousands, a check match on thousands of people. What if you had 50,000 people on your team worldwide? It took you 5 years to do that. And the average person is making $50. I got my calculator for this one, guys. I'm getting excited. Let's say you have 50,000 people times $50 each. That's $2.5 million in revenue, right? And you multiply that by 10%. That's $250,000 a month off of helping everybody on your team earn just $50 each. I know Chuck would shoot me if you heard me say that, because he says, I might scare some people with the amount of money that you can earn. But that's what we're looking at long term. That's why no other company can sway me with, oh, you can make a quick $15,000. No, thank you. Oh, you can make a quick $50,000. No, thank you. Long term, this is the next legacy company. We only have 2 diamonds in the company right now. We're looking for some more, which means $100 million in revenue. Those diamonds are, you're looking at $15 million check, $10 million check. It's just equity. So the time to be positioned is right now. 90 days from now, your life can be completely different. Imagine how you'd feel if you'd be able to spend more time with your kids and less time at work. Trust me, I know exactly how that feels. Tomorrow, my second grader has a project in his class where he has to go to what's interesting what they say, the assignment was to talk to your grandparents and to talk about how life is different when your grandparents were in school from when they are now. And the reason why they say grandparents is because they figure the parents are working and the grandparents are retired. Well, guess what? I'm retired. So he's doing his project on me. So he gets to take his daddy into class with him. And we did the homework assignment already. And we're going to talk about what was different when he was in school from when I was in school. And he's all excited because he gets to take his trophies from his little league. And he was at my mom's house. And my mom gave him one of my trophies from when I was in second grade. And we're going to compare. So in the middle of the day, I'm going to be able to be in my second grader's class and hang out with them. I couldn't do that if I was on a job. It feels great to have that freedom. And we want you to have that freedom as well. So the time to get started is now. Please get back with the person who showed you this opportunity. Let them know whether you're in or out. Pull out your credit card. Do not delay. This is not just in the United States of America. We're around the world. We have less than 5,000 active reps in the United States alone. We're much bigger overseas than we are here. How would you like to override not only your city, but your state, your country, or your continent? The people who get started now, who get serious, who put their heads down to work, who do what Willie said, show up just by default, you're going to be done over the next couple of years. And we're looking for those serious people to partner with to help take Shopping Sherlock to the next level. We're entering Shopping Sherlock shopping season coming up, and we have our international convention in London taking place next week. And then following that, we're taking a cruise in March of 2015 on the Carnival Glory out of Miami, going to Jamaica and the Cayman Islands. This is huge. Now, don't go anywhere, because immediately following this presentation, Global Rod Doctor is going to be giving you a test drive on how the Sherlock actually works. And come next week, it's going to be a completely different ball game. So thank you guys for joining us tonight. Oh, wait, there's more. There's more. Late tonight, I'm doing this all over again. It's actually going to be Friday morning at 4 a.m. Eastern, 1 a.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Japan time, and 4 p.m. Philippine time. I'm doing this presentation all over again. So I know it's real late or early for those of you in the United States, but who do you know overseas? Who do you know in a different country? It's an international webinar. You can plug them in. I'll be doing this 1 a.m. my time. I'll still be up. I don't have anywhere to go tomorrow but my kid's school. And I don't have to be there till like 11. So if you have any guests, plug them in. Willie, you can invite your entire team. Plug them in. Let them show up. One thing that's hard about being overseas is that you're disconnected from all the top leaders in the United States, and the time zones are all out of whack. Japan is 17 hours behind me. But I'm making myself available. I don't care what the time is. We're going to have a presentation on a regular basis on every Friday for Japan and the Philippines and international. I think that's going to be 9 a.m. UK time. We want to do this on a regular basis. I don't care if it's only 5 people on. Those 5 people is going to turn into 500, and it's going to turn into 1,000. Whoever's remained consistent. So we're going to make this happen for you guys. So that's tonight. But thank you guys for joining us. Let me stop the recording here.